Stevie Wonder. We are now in the classic period, and today we are talking about Stevie Wonder's Music of My Mind album that was released March 3rd, 1972. For a lot of people, this is the beginning of Stevie Wonder's classic period, as I mentioned and heard from B as well, BZ430, shout out to him, that where I'm coming from is really the beginning of his classic period. But, you know, that album dropped when Marvin Gaye dropped his. What's Going On album, it mostly got overlooked. And I think it's just one of those Stevie Wonder fan albums that you just, or just fan of music that you just have to know about. And I understand why Music of My Mind kind of was the one that ushered in that period for a lot of people. Stevie was able to do a lot of different things on here musically because technology has improved. And there was an ARP and a Moog synthesizer that he actually had a chance to utilize and allow him to explore and be a little bit more creative. And he's on record of saying that is one of the things that allow him to do the things he did on this album, music-wise. But yeah, I think for the most part, it was relatively successful. It worked for a lot of people. He had hits on here. Of course, Superwoman is really one of the most notable records on here, Where I'm Coming From, which is a sequel to I Never Dreamed You'll Leave in Summer, which was on the Where I'm Coming From album. That's kind of it. I think for the most part, this album is okay. I do like this album. I do listen to this album. There are songs on here that I enjoy listening to. Love Having You Around, of course, Superwoman. I Love Every Little Thing About You. Sweet Little Girl as well. It's just sometimes when I think about this album, it's just even though I can listen to this from front to back and enjoy every song from front to back, it's almost like there's a little bit of something missing on this one that we'll get on some of the later albums. But for the most part, it's a very, very solid, complete album. And you definitely find Stevie in his bag and doing a lot of things that you can kind of tell that he finally got a chance to venture out a little bit. But Love Having You Around is a good opening track, 7 minutes long, and it really kind of sets the tone for the album. Superwoman gives you a break with that mid to slowish type tempo in the beginning before it transitions to the ballad that everybody knows. If you have not heard Donny Hathaway's version of that song, I encourage you to go listen to it ASAP. He did it live, and it is amazing. I like that more than Stevie's version, but Stevie's version is very, very, very good. I think I just like Donnie's vocal performance on that one and the different places he took that particular recording over this one. I Love Every Little Thing About You. Man, like that one, and listening to this over and over again, that is the one. That is my joint on here. I love, love, love how Stevie sung that song and how it builds as the song goes along. It is a very, very, very good record. And I love the way it kind of runs into Sweet Little Girl. But yeah, I love everything, a little thing about you, man. If you're not listening to that one, then you really need to listen to that one because his vocal performance on that one is really incredible. Sweet Little Girl, once again, you find Stevie playing with tempo. This time somewhat in the reverse. I think the chorus is a little bit more slowed down, whereas on the other one, well, no, I think it was kind of the same. But either way I go, once again, he's playing with tempo on here with Sweet Little Girl, which after a couple of repeated listens, that's one that kind of just stays in my head as well. Happier Than the Morning Sun is good. Girl Blue is another good record. And Keep On Running is fine, more of a mid-tempo, funkier joint before it closes out with Evil, which is a great, great song that vocally builds on itself until Stevie hits the ultimate climax towards the end with that little punch to kind of seal home the message that he's really trying to convey in that particular song. And the last one I really want to talk about, another standout track, probably my favorite track on here, is Seem So Long. And this is a recent favorite track. I don't know, I keep going. Superwoman, I Love Every Little Thing About You, Seem So Long. But it was listening to this, Seem So Long, again, just another great recording, great writing on that song. And Stevie just once again, just vocally really conveys and delivers the message of that particular song. And it's just a really great ballad. And I would like to say it's slept on. So if you guys are not listening to that one, I would encourage you to listen to it and give it a couple of repeated listens. But definitely a start to where we are going to go from here on out. We have Intervisions next. Fulfilling This is upcoming, and Talking Book as well. So yeah, a good start, a good intro into the mainstream version of the classic period, and we'll hit Talking Book next. So until then, I'm out. Peace.